raise your hand if you are disgusted by the lack of mainstream education and awareness surrounding child trafficking. I have found that the more that I learn about what is occurring in Australia and worldwide with our children, the more I am ashamed by mainstream's lack of help and support to save our children from this horror. Every 30 seconds, a child... Sorry, the microphone went out. Hello? Every 30 seconds, a child is enslaved in labour for organ harvesting or sex trafficking worldwide. It is the fastest growing criminal enterprise globally, bringing in $150 billion a year. The average victim is abused 8 times in one day. And statistics are bleak for the survivors, with only 1% of children surviving. Rise Up for the Children started in July this year when Gabby Chung reached out to Operation Underground Railroad to start a fundraiser for the children. Her original idea was a nationwide virtual walk in August with a live event at the end of August. Very quickly, it became obvious that there was a huge need in Australia for people, an organised way for people to take action for the children. We had victims and survivors of these horrific crimes against children reaching out and wanting a voice. Hundreds of Australian citizens wanted to help make a difference. It became evident that so many Australians were infuriated by the lenient court outcomes for perpetrators. We'd had enough of our proposed nationwide sex trafficking registry getting thrown out by Parliament. We have had enough of our family court not protecting Australian children from these abusive situations. We have found that there is more focus on protecting pedophiles, with suppression orders currently in place, rather than focusing on protecting children and helping these victims of such horrific crimes against humanity. On the 22nd of August this year, I organised a Sydney-based child trafficking peace walk, and I received hundreds of responses from awakened individuals that were ready to stand and walk for the children. However, on this day we were formally met by over 10 police officers and advised that we were unable to proceed with more than 20 voices on this one topic. So even if we spread out over the entire wider Sydney, we weren't allowed to, because only 20 people were allowed to talk about this one topic. Although we actively continued on this day, the 20 of us, voicing at the top of our lungs throughout Sydney streets, we were disheartened by the suppression on the day. Being a loud voice for the children should be an understood priority throughout society. Organisations such as Operation Underground Railroad exist to raise awareness and funding to rescue children and free them from trafficking and exploitation. They also provide aftercare to the survivors. Slavery has not ended. The name Underground Railroad extends back to times in the United States when slavery of the African American people existed and was conducted under horrific conditions. This led to individuals standing up and taking a stand. Through a network of people who knew this was wrong, they rallied against the prejudice, the hate and the division to come together for a cause that was bigger than all of them. This was how Underground Railroad was created. Operation Underground Railroad honours those individuals that stood to change the world. Just as these courageous individuals stood together for justice and for freedom, we too must stand together right now and create a better now and a better future for the individual victims of abuse, human trafficking, child trafficking and slavery. We have worked with Belinda Curtis, who started a petition to lift the pedophile suppression order, raising signatures and awareness in our communities. This is a national disgrace. Alleged pedophiles are being protected instead of our children. The united response from fellow Australians has been overwhelming, and it was a massive win to see Andrew Wilkie present the petition in Parliament. The petitions also demand an integrity commission to watch over our courts and our governments with relation to all crimes against children. We have seen years of lenient sentences, and these lenient sentences do not deter the abusers. These systems, they are corrupt, they are damaged, and they need to be rebuilt. 2020 has been a horrific year for the children. Reports from AFP in Australia and from around the world show huge increase in child abuse during our lockdowns. Today I want to teach you how you can be a louder voice for the children. It is now that we encourage all Australians to contact their MPs, their local councils, their local police, and ask for children to be considered. For those in power, we need you to vote. We need you to take action, and we need to help protect these children and lift the Australian suppression order. Operation Underground Railroad offers free training to help you identify exploitation and to help learn how to report it. This training only takes 1 hour. It can be found on the website, and it is a great way that we can help take action and make the world safer for our children. We additionally encourage you to join our Facebook community, Rise Up for the Children, New Zealand, and that way we can work together and create more events in our community to help raise awareness and funds. We are excited to announce that Operation Underground Railroad is in the process of coming to Australia, which is a huge win for our children. And we are so proud to have been a part of making this happen. It is time for the people of Australia to unite, to demand freedom, and to stand in unity on days like today and be a voice for the children. Operation Underground Railroad has a promise that we would like to share with you. To the children that we pray for daily, we say that your long night is coming to an end. Hold on, we are coming for you. And to those captors and perpetrators, even you monsters who dare offend God's precious children, we declare to you, be afraid, we are coming for you.